men in charge of meat cutting can always count on a labor pool to whom no wages are due. Feeding 100 or more people daily calls for expert management. Much of the food is raised and processed on the colony farm, and the rest is bought in bulk after skillful buying at favorable prices.
We start our children up in chicken barn and take first responsibility there, and that's all it takes. Nobody is forced, nobody is driven to work harder than his capability allows him.
All God's children seem to have so much to do. For the harvest great, but the laborers are few. It's because Jesus loves us. You're a flower in my side. It's because of the rose of Sharon I come home to you at night. It's not because I love the farm work that I labor at the eggs. It's because of the blood of Jesus and this table that I wait. It's because Jesus loves us that we wash each other's feet. It's because Jesus
Frida of North Dakota is preparing for church membership while she works. She keeps her catechism close by.
It's a book that each young person gets when he's about ready to get baptized. There's 45 questions and answers, and we have to learn those by heart, and also 2 poems, and we can choose either one, which one we want to learn, which we have to recite before the community.
When do you recite that to them?
The Saturday before we get baptized, it's the day before.
How would you say you would have to change?
Be more devoted to the community and to the Lord, and also to with my fellow men. I have to accept when somebody admonishes me in some areas, and I have to also admonish others who I see doing wrong.
Do you think you can do that?
Maybe, with the Lord's help.
Is it a struggle for you to come to that place, to give yourself up?
Yes, it is.
Betty of North Dakota met her future husband at a young people's concert among the liberal Schmiedelite colonies of Manitoba. Hutterites are a serious people, modest and restrained. No projection of the individual personality is favored. The ecstasy in Hutterite singing is in the interflow of personalities mutually yielded to God in contemplation of timeless reality. A birthday party, which would be considered too worldly by most Hutterites, suggests a changing attitude among the more liberal colonies. Traditionally, playing harmonicas has been tolerated, but not publicly. A Hutterite is one of the most candid persons you will ever meet. The man on the left, from a colony half a continent away, is here in South Dakota looking for a wife, and everybody knows it.
Should a woman obey her husband?
Yes.
On what do you base that?
On the Word.
Who decided?
Young Tom Waldner of Manitoba got his wife from a colony 120 miles away. The couple's first home together is an apartment in the kindergarten building, chosen for them by colony elders. They have no economic anxiety, no rent or mortgage to pay.
Where do you think they'll put you after this?
Imagine if build a house someplace.
You're not worried?
Mm.
You're not either?
No.
Young Tom tried life alone in Winnipeg before returning to the colony and marrying. Now he says he wouldn't want his son to leave the colony because, as he puts it, there's nothing out there. The machine shop is central to the business of the colony. Hutterites service and even invent and build much of their own equipment.
We used to have one of mild steel and them things rust, you know, there's so much acid in the manure from the hog barn. They rust. Now we're going to make it out of stainless steel. We hope it's going to last forever.
What if you feel deep down in that you're not a blacksmith? And yet the colony makes you blacksmith.
Then you just have to be blacksmith and enjoy it.
How did you get picked to work in the shop?
Well, I guess they voted me in here.
Do you like it?
I enjoy it.
Don't you ever wish you were doing something else?
Not really. I was out in Paul for carpenter for a while and I didn't like that, so I did it.
One colony in South Dakota has a mill that has grown into a commercial business with its own brand of feeds, successfully competing with larger firms.
The business end, we are modern.
We are thinking about putting in a computer.
But we do not try to modernize our religion or the book that is given us for a narrow path. That we do not try to modernize.
The family apartment, particularly with the strictest Hutterites, is as spare as an architect's drawing. The point of life is not to be lost amidst the decor. But the feeling of austerity is softened by continuous socializing among Hutterite friends and relatives from near and far. Even an evening snack is always preceded by a memorized prayer with folded hands.
Wir bitten dich, segne uns und deine Gaben, die wir zu uns nehmen und empfangen werden durch Jesu Christum. Amen.
The husband, in this case the colony boss, is clearly the authority in the family.
Just when we have visitors.
Well, they're all far from home and they have over an hour drive. We usually give them a cup of coffee.
So we don't go to sleep on the road.
Next to the minister, the steward, or colony boss, called Wirt in German, has the most authority. Elected on the basis of what is considered his superior ability, he oversees the buying and selling, and is really the head of a good-sized, legally structured farm cooperative dealing in hundreds of thousands of dollars. He is the head of the various department bosses in the colony, in charge of cows, hogs, chickens, shop, or field.